All right. Welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program. Target Individual Programming, Target Individual Experience. The New York Predator Department, look, perp across the street. Right, perp across the street. As I'm coming out of the building, she comes out of the house right here, building right here, to close the gate. See a gate? You know what I'm saying? Hilarious. And I tell you, they do these things for various reasons. How they condition me. So again, just look at the color of the gate. It's green, right? So she's standing there. Lee comes out to close the gate. It's hilarious, man. Shit that they do. But anyway, New York Predator Department again. Have me on the remote neural monitor. Look at this one here, waiting, and then turns around, looking at the license plate of the vehicle, KTL2257. I'm just showing you guys what it is that they do, right? Oh, you trying to say you want to point this? Okay. Very slick. Remember how they mask their targeting, right? Always remember that. All right. How they mask their targeting. Always be aware of that. Just look at how she was standing, and then turns around and look at the license plate. Now that's a big space in between there, so she could definitely fit in there. But I want you to understand, she stood there doing nothing until I walked close to her, or not close to her, but when I was getting close to where she was at, she does that. All right, again, masking their targeting. Right, masking their targeting. Now, what's going on here? Are they doing construction over there too? You know, tell you. Anyhow, yeah, the New York Predator Department, again, as I took my phone out of my pocket, launched the camera app, you know, I keep telling you, I'm gonna expose them in every single way. And they don't want to be exposed. And that's okay. Y'all shouldn't be doing what y'all do. Literally. I show you guys all the time how they engage in the harassment, the noise campaign, remote neural monitoring, the fact that they've illegally microchipped me, and the fact that they have not only invade my privacy in the most intimate way, you know, meaning the remote neural monitoring, but they've literally tried to put things in my mind. Car just driving by. All right, literally put things in my mind to try to condition me into believing certain things and doing certain things. All right, that's what they do. Look, you turn around. Look. always recycle the guys with dreads. It's always a recycling theme, and what it is they do. We're gonna talk about the ritual abuse of people within the society, right? How they do it, you know. In the future, they will no longer be able to do what it is that they do. Because you want to know why? Because targeted individuals who fight back, who expose what it is that they're doing, they expose the manipulation, and then on top of that, using money, using employment as a means of control. Right, you got to understand, and when you speak out against it, they will literally try to destroy your life or destroy your life. So that is why I expose what it is that they do. And you know the dumbasses within the society, which is the majority of people who are believers, who don't want to know anything, only wants to believe, right? But this is nothing new. This is nothing new. Huh? This is nothing new. This is nothing new, man. Got the old man standing there talking to me. Fist down. Anyhow. You know, the use of multi-ethnic groups in targeting. Why? It is to confuse you. It is to make it, when you speak about this stuff and you say all these different groups are targeting me, then immediately, oh, you're paranoid, you're crazy, or this and that. It is how they built it into the society, right? Religious fanatics. But like I've said, the nigger appearance amongst my people going to soon find out, right? We see how they use these groups. JAW 3211. Right? Nigger appearance going to find out. They use the Asians to take away affirmative action, even though affirmative action never really benefit black people as they would like you all to believe, or they would like us to believe, right? Affirmative action benefited white women the most, right? Just as DEI, they talk about diversity, and then what's number 32 right there? Is the same vehicle? Yeah, same vehicle. Anyway, so, but black people, nigger people, they don't look at the reality. They'll tell you, what statistics got to do with anything? Statistics got to do with a lot, okay? Because if 100 people go for an interview, right? White people, Hispanic, black people, I should say white women are going to get that job 80% of the time. Okay, or maybe even high, maybe 85% of the time. That's what I'm talking about. When you look at affirmative action and the people who got the small business loans, who got all these grants, are white women, right? When corporate America want to lie to particularly black women, talk about particularly who was it? J.P. Morgan, $5 billion put aside for a black female entrepreneur. Well, what happened to the black male? Right? What happened to the black male? Because I tell you what, J.P. Morgan, when you look at their lending practices, the vast majority of who they lend to are white males, right? But black women will hear that and they will. Look at my watch here. Black women will hear that and we'll get all excited. Right? But then you go and you look at, you see what is the largest amount out of that so-called promised $5 billion towards black female entrepreneurship, and you'll see that the biggest payout, right, was no more than, I think, $20-something thousand, which is ridiculous, right? And then what? Then they get this white man to sue, and then what? Now J.P. Morgan had to roll back on that, right? Just like they have another white man that's suing because, again, black women, entrepreneurship, these promises within the U.S. government, they're suing. I'm telling you, they don't want us to have anything. They want us to keep on being at the bottom. They will lie. They know how they condition us. And they use other groups to, take the blame. Right? They use other groups to take the blame. And these other groups, because of their proximity to whiteness, believe that, they got a seat at the table. No, you don't got a seat at the table. They just dangling the carrot in front of your eyes, like every other ethnic group, until they can use you, and when they're done with you, they discard you. And what's amazing is that, particularly for my Hispanic brothers and sisters, and when you have some of these police officers and some of these ICE agents who are Hispanic, right? And they think that they're white. That they will look at other Hispanics as being something different, right? As being other. Let me tell you, white people used to do that. They used to do that to the Irish, to the Italians, right? Until they became white. And why did they become white? Because white racists in America realized that they are no longer going to go by ethnicity, right? But now, whiteness is not only associated with, the Saxons, or the Germans, or the Swedes, right? But now the Irish, now the Italians. Go read the history. White people will do things to benefit them and to disadvantage other people. That's just, I'm not saying all white people, but that's the majority. If you look at the history, and you'd be surprised how much Americans don't even know their own history, particularly white Americans, right? They will believe in the lies told by the white supremacists because they're in positions of authority and power, they're the elites, and they will lie to them. So they don't even understand that. It's, like I said, it's a reason why they don't talk about Thomas Paine, right? Because he has some very strong opinion. As a matter of fact, he's the one that shaped the American Revolution, right? He's one of the ones that shaped the American Revolution. And he specifically talked about Haiti, right? When you look at, he said, when you look at what the Haitians have done to the French, right? He used that as inspiration. You also look at the French Revolution. Right? And he was a staunch non-believer in religion because he understands the danger that religion poses to the society. And we see that today. When you have religious extremism, you will have a decline in common sense within the society, and they're purposely doing this, right? They are purposely doing this, and they are manipulating people, right? They are deceptive, right? They are deceptive. They are liars. They are manipulators, and anyone that speaks the truth, they want to silence them. They want to make you believe that there is unity amongst people. There is no unity amongst people. Not in America. Just look at what's happening. Look at what's happening. But they want you to believe in some unity bullshit. They don't believe in unity. They believe in the separation of ethnic groups. I can't even say races because there's only one race, right? So the separation between ethnic group of different cultural backgrounds and different shades of color. That's what they believe. Their action shows it. Like I said, I never believe what they say. I always watch what they do. I let their action be the thing that I will determine whether I listen to them or not. Right? Whether I know who they truly are or not. Yeah, bro, I see you. So he walked all the way back there. From that direction comes, turns so he can walk in front of me. Ridiculous. Anyhow, yeah. All right, and like I said, I let their actions be the thing that I watch, not only what they say, to determine who I think they are and who I know they are, not from who I believe they are. Like I said, I don't do the belief thing. Right? I don't do the belief thing. You can tell me all that you want, but if your action shows the opposite and different, I don't believe you.
No, I
look. They're just sitting there. They're just sitting there. Anyhow. Oh yeah. See, I'm showing you guys just how much fear they have of the truth. I'm showing you guys just how corrupt and wicked and evil they are while masquerading as good people. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing you guys how they will manipulate people within the society, how they will weaponize them to attack anyone that these white racists and these Sambos and Sambinas who are colluding with the white racists, because again, a person chooses their African spirituality or their native spiritual system over the indoctrinated lies of religion, right? while their lives are not getting better, our religion is only getting worse. And the people who are the so-called true believers are the ones who is destroying people and creating separation, right? Because, you know, they believe one part of the Bible, the Negropeans believe another part of the Bible, right? You know what I'm saying? And even within the groups, they got different sects within the groups that believe in other parts of the Bible and interpret it differently. You know, like the reality they don't see because they have no common sense, right? They have no common sense, right? 4,000 different sects of Christianity, and you telling me that God is not the author of confusion. Well, Christianity is the most confused religion, right? Christianity is the most confused religion. And anybody want to tell me I'm not right, then I answer the question, why are there over 4,000 different sects of Christianity? Okay, anyhow, talk to you guys in the video.